So here in Shanghai we found some interesting hostel accommodation. We're in an apartment block in a apartment that they've put partitions in, and we've got 6 beds here, 4 beds around there, 6 beds in there, and then I don't know how many beds upstairs. So I reckon if we did this style of arrangement in our house, instead of having a 15-bed bunkhouse, we would have at least a 30-bed bunkhouse. What do you think the Highland Council think about that? Today we've come to Garden with Jaqueline to have a look at all the old shops and the dumpling houses and stuff. There's a nice little pond here.
Tons of really fat fish.
Oh yeah, lots of fish. And Jaqueline's been trying to bargain for some things in the shops for us.
Yeah,
very useful.
I know hopefully we can find something interesting.
Yeah, we bought 2 sets of mahjong, so that was a good bargain as well. So let's see what else we can find. So we've made it to Beijing. It took a little while to get some cash so that we could deposit some of our luggage at the train station. We did a major repack. Found some dumplings. They weren't as good as the Shanghai ones, but maybe later we'll find some more. And now we've come to the Temple of Heaven to have a look around. It's a huge complex. This is the long corridor.
Nice Ming style
Decorations.
decoration.
Also, seems to be where everyone comes to play cards, so, you know, especially when it's raining. So let's go find some temples. So in front of us is the temple for the Good Harvest. It's been rebuilt at least 3 times. It has 3 roofs with yellow, green and blue decoration to symbolize heaven, earth and mortals. It's got 12 pillars for the 12 seasons. Oh no, 4 pillars for the 12. It's got some pillars for seasons and months. It's been a long night, but it's pretty cool. It's the only one of its kind. We can't go in, we can only look through the doorway. You can see inside the red and gold pillars, the 4 for the 4 seasons, and then there's another row of red pillars behind that, and there's 12 of those for the 12 months. So behind us is the Imperial Vault of Heaven, used for various ceremonies, similar to the Harvest Palace in shape, and also the original site was part of the Ming Dynasty and then has been rebuilt a couple of times since. And surrounding this mini complex is the Echo Wall as well, which is an interesting feature. So today we're off up the Great Wall. So we got the train yesterday, the S2 train. Got into Badaling, went up to the main entrance, spoke to the tourist office. They rang our accommodation. Turns out it's at least a 15-minute drive away, actually at the ancient remnants part of the wall. So we're going to explore that today instead. But I think it'll still be good. Just note that if you're staying at the Leo Great Wall Hostel, it's in the middle of nowhere. So bring some food, yeah, before you get there.
It is close to this part of the wall.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah.
So we paid 50 yuan each to get into the wall for today. So there we are. So this morning we were on the ancient remnants section of the Badaling Great Wall, and this afternoon we're on the main part of the Badaling Great Wall, and you'll notice there's a bit of a difference in the volume of people. In fact, we're going up the north side right now. South side looks a bit less busy. We're going up the north side. We made some friends this morning and they came here, but they only used their up ticket for the cable car, and then they gave us their down ticket, so it was very easy to get in. So not only we have a huge difference in the volume of people, but also in the quality of the restoration. I'm not saying the quality of the other restoration wasn't good. There's just a lot more has been restored here. So this morning we found what we think were actually original bits every so often. It was rare, but we found them. But this is very repaired, I think. And busy. So already we've had one of those days. It's about lunchtime now. We're in the Forbidden City. We left Badaling and the Great Wall this morning. There was no bus, no taxi to speak of, not one that I was willing to get into. So we walked over 5 kilometers to the train station. We did manage to go to Jaqueline when we got to Beijing and replace Sean's stolen jumper and his water bottle. So that was useful. We eventually found some food after the first entrance into the Forbidden Palace. And now we're here, and we've kind of already lost the will to live, so hopefully we'll have a good time. found some duck in Beijing. We're also having sweet and sour pork, so good way to end our last full day in China. And then we're going to go get the train later.